What's going on, YouTube? I was gonna make a video on the way home as usual, but to be honest with you, it's just way too hot in the car, so couldn't do it. I'm also not gonna bury the lead here. Looks like this is calming down. Hopefully, as you can read in this headline right here, Trump slash uh, some of the other powers in the Middle East have kind of brokered this ceasefire as of now between Israel, Iran, and the United States. Obviously, after what just happened over the weekend. Was trying to put some lights in my living room and a fan, and me and my little brother wiring some shit into the ceiling. My wife just from the other room goes, "We just bombed Iran," and I'm just like, "Oh, fuck!" I was like, "Oh man." I don't think I got too much into this in my other videos, but I would have definitely been a person that's on team stay out of it if possible. I mean, we're at a new point in this. Obviously, we already struck Iran. I don't know how closely you've been following it, but Operation Midnight Hammer, they flew, I think it was seven B 2 bombers over to Iran straight from Missouri in the United States, midair refueling, 125 planes part of the effort, and they bombed these Iranian nuclear sites. Fort Al was the main target, I guess, as along with two others, but we also struck them with some Tomahawk missiles and stuff out of the Persian Gulf. And needless to say, I mean it's a crazy operation. It was pretty wild overall. These pilots flew these B 2s, like I said, across the entire continental United States, pretty much over the Atlantic, over to Iran, over the Mediterranean to Iran, and then back all in one trip. And I mean the logistics is insane as it is, but 37-hour round trip flight. Um, I hate to say it because obviously this so it seems like it's working out. I'll give them that so far. It seems like it's working out, but this was an escalation somewhat and a tactical one at that. It seems like a calculated risk. So we'll see where it goes. But I mean, you can't deny just how effective the U.S. military is, I guess, which is pretty cool. I've always liked military shit. I feel like if any guy in the world pays attention to military stuff, they're gonna be like, even if you disagree with it, you're like, it's kind of cool. But um, basically, over Saturday night into Sunday night, these strikes took place. No casualties, nothing on the U.S. side. There's no reports as of right now of exactly what happened. United States is coming out. Obviously, we claim, oh, it's all destroyed. We destroyed their nuclear facility. Iran is saying they didn't damage it. It's fine. They didn't actually do anything. These special bombs they used. I don't know why we keep coming up with all these terrible acronyms for our weapons, but it's like Moab, mother of all bombs, or whatever. I think it has another acronym that's actually what it's supposed to be. But these massive ordnance penetrators is what they keep calling them. So MOPS, never used, only tested. And I opened this just to show a little picture of what they look like as far as these are. Basically, it's a bomb that burrows into the ground and explodes deep underground. This facility they were aiming for, and that is a B 2 bomber right there. What they dropped them from. Apparently, each one had two. They dropped 14. And like I said, there's some Tomahawk cruise missiles and stuff. A couple $100 million expended over a matter of hours, so that's good. But we'll see. We'll see if they actually achieve the mission or not, one way or the other. But they flew all the way over there, dropped this stuff, headed all the way back, no problem. Seemed easy. Israel kind of already took out Iran's air defense, so not like they ran into the most serious countermeasures on Iran's part, but nonetheless, pretty impressive to drop a bomb from whatever they're flying at 40, 50,000 feet and hit a target multiple times in the same place. So pretty wild. This facility they were aiming for, also why they used these bombs specifically, was supposed to be 100 meters under the ground. Is basically the ballpark number I've heard the most out of everyone. 100 meters, obviously 300 feet, basically. Not a direct conversion, but 300 feet underground is pretty far. Not far enough. Supposedly these can go about 200 feet underground, so they just used two. Um, I don't know what kind of calculation that was on Iran's part, but not enough. So next time you build your nuclear facility, put it under a mountain, but also in like an old salt mine or something. So put 1,000 feet under the ground, maybe, and be safe about it. That is one weird point. that that this whole strike came out. I don't know if you've watched. Everybody's drawing the comparison because it's kind of insane. Uh, Top Gun Maverick 2, all right movie in my opinion. I like the original Top Gun better, but that's, I mean, it's obviously cool. It's military jets flying around and fighting, but overall kind of stupid in my opinion. But they this basically followed the plot of that movie mixed with Star Wars, where they drop these bombs down a ventilation shaft, is the going theory as of now, to this facility that's buried under a mountain in Iran. And it's like, and I know I'm saying Iran instead of Iran. I'm not gonna say that; it takes too much effort every single time. But if you want to kill me about it in the comments, go ahead. That's fine. Um, but this is literally Top Gun. They flew over there, ran a mission. They had to drop it down a specific shaft to hit the underground facilities, blow it up, pull up, get out of there. I mean, people are drawing that, and what is it? Star Wars, Death Star. I mean, why you have a ventilation shaft that runs straight down to your facility? I don't know. You got to come up with something more complex. Put some fans and some turns in your vent shaft so it doesn't. You can't drop a bomb down the vent shaft. I saw something on X earlier today that was basically an unconfirmed video of the crater that this left in the ground, but I'm not even gonna open it because I literally have no clue if that's actually real or not. I feel like there's just literally no point until more details come out. Um, the same kind of thing where the United States, Trump are obviously claiming victory. We won. We destroyed it, which I'm actually going back to the fact that we're already getting into a ceasefire. They're gonna, over the next 24 hours, basically, as this article is talking about right here, over the next 24 hours, they're gonna phase in a complete and total ceasefire. Whether that holds remains to be seen. But the fact that they're willing to negotiate a ceasefire after their nuclear facilities have been bombed leads me to believe that it was a successful airstrike. Because why would you negotiate if you still had all your chips? I don't want to get too much into the arguments, maybe for another video about should we intervene, should we not intervene, all that. My personal opinion is ideal scenario, we don't have to intervene, no airstrikes, no bombing the Middle East at all. Whether that's practical in reality, like the don't let Iran ever have a nuclear bomb question, obviously muddies the waters. Nothing's so black and white in reality, so it is what it is. I would have honestly thought this airstrike would have increased tensions and kind of you start escalating. And normally people don't want to negotiate after you bomb them in this way. I mean, you could World War II parallels, not the same. Dropping a nuclear bomb, not the same kind of thing. I don't think they can really be compared at all. If anything, normally when you bomb people, you piss them off. They don't want to get a negotiate. But so we'll see. I don't know how that's going to work. I mean, right here in this article, they're saying there's no agreement on any ceasefire of military operations, but Trump and the United States is coming out claiming over the next couple hours they're going to tone the strikes down and then basically move into ceasefire territory, which is good news. I mean, I think we all want to hear that. Nobody wants to get into another Middle Eastern war and get bogged down over there with that. I'm a little bit younger. I missed the war in the Middle East after 9/11 just because I was like 12, so I wasn't paying that much attention, to be honest. It's pretty obvious that that was a mistake, though, long term, and I don't know many people that disagree with that at this point. So we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Hopefully it doesn't escalate past this point. Hopefully they hit the peace talks and we move on. They did counterattack us in Qatar, launched 6 missiles across the Strait of Hormuz from the Iranian coast up here. Qatar is this little peninsula that sticks out over the Gulf. Shot a couple missiles. They were all intercepted. Nobody got hurt. No U.S. military people were involved really, other than just the automated defenses shot them down. So no harm, no foul, I think, in that regard. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. You think the ceasefire is going to hold or not? I personally think yeah. I think we're headed down the right track. I know Iran's threatening to shut down the Strait of Hormuz. It's, I can look it up real quick if you don't know. The only reason I feel like I know this is from Google.com, no, Google Maps, man. Come on now. Only reason I know this is from strategy games, I feel like. Good old Ohio way over there. basically this is the Strait of Hormuz. I think it's a sixth or a fifth of all the oil production in the world comes out of this, and Iran is right here, threatening to shut this down. It's not very wide. I mean, you can see the scale right here is 5 miles, so this is like not even 15 miles or so. They can shut this down pretty easily. Shut it down, sink tankers and stuff that come through it. So that's a viable threat they can make. If they do that, though, they're pissing their good buddy over here, China, off quite a bit. So I don't think they'll actually do that. It's more of a threat than anything. Like I said, peace talks have been initiated. We're on the right track. Let's hope for the best. Hopefully this just ends and move on from it. But let me know what you think it will happen, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.